What's up, y'all? Slay here. And this is my vlog before I'm a millionaire. So, you know, started my day a little minute ago. It's 11:56. Check out the lock screen. It's gonna be backwards to y'all, but yeah. 11:56. I probably woke up at 7. But it's really like a day in the life. So peep SpongeBob, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And yeah, I might have lost 3-4 hours. It's 12 o'clock. It's 4 hours. But now I'm getting ready. So now I'm really starting the day. I ain't doing nothing, but it's just a day in my life before I'm a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So let's brush teeth and things. Take me some mouthwash. Yeah, I seen this on TikTok once. It was like, you use mouthwash before you brush your teeth, you get pearly whites, and that worked. Well, it works better, and it just makes sense to me now. So you get all that extra stuff off, and then you reinforce it. But basically, the goal of this, vlog, is because I'm gonna make another one when I am a millionaire. So it's just to see the differences, because they be seeing people change, but I already done changed a lot, and that's why I can confidently make this video. But yes, people do change, and it's not always in a negative way. But if you're negatively affected by it, then maybe do some internal research. But I feel like most of the people, hold on. One thing I want to see is if I'm still gonna turn the water off while I brush my teeth, because that's a pet peeve to me. But I feel like most of the people who are affected by, I guess, people they know when they find success, or being in the circle of somebody who's becoming successful, I feel like most people who say that somebody's changing is, they're moving. Of course, something's gonna change. You gotta adapt to where you're going, but it's gonna be, you start your adapting before you even get there. So to the person who is changing, they don't feel like they're changing, or if they know that they're changing, they already changed, but now it's coming to your attention. You know what I'm saying? So the internal work has already been done, and now it's just being put out to the external. So yeah, they say that money changed them, or did they have to change to get that money? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it just be people just start being to themselves, How's that a bad thing? I don't know, man. The whole time I'm knowing. Yeah, but it's just a process. And the people, it's crazy because the people who aren't even that, closer into it, they just gonna be congratulating and seeing all the great things going on, you know what I'm saying? But it's constant, it's just constantly brought to attention, oh, you changed so much. But it's never a curiosity, or at least when it's brought to me, in my experience, it's never a curiosity of, hey, what happened? What went on? Why? It feels like you've changed. Why does it feel like you changed so much? Well, I don't want to talk to you after you saying that. I need to count my pockets. I want fame and fortune. But do I want fame? Not really. I just want to share what I have with the world. And I want to find people who love what I have to share. what I don't like is that celebrity drama. Like the Shade Room been blocked since 2020. It just got like no. Because 2020 was a year. It was funny. I ain't gonna lie. 2020 was funny as a bitch. But after 2020, yeah, because it was the Gorilla Glue girl. Whenever that whole, you know what I'm saying, that was funny. They had a calendar for 2020. Oh, that was a lot. That was a lot. But yeah, after that year, Shade Room got blocked. I couldn't deal with it no more. And it saddens me. It doesn't sadden me. It's just like when I see grown folks like still following and paying attention to what that page got to say, it's just so it's levels to messy, and that's like a high school page, but it's only the black community. Like, you know, them high school pages, like it's so high school. Like I feel like who's running that page? You know what I'm saying? The Shade Room. Like, come on, shawty. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, get your money. But why you gotta profit off of the stuff they already be trying to drag us down for? Because there's so many messy people in this world that just love to see somebody else going through it. Why do you care about what a celebrity got going on? You don't know them. Oh my gosh, he beat his girlfriend. Okay, that's something though, like, oh, whoa, chillax. Like, what's going on with that? But half the stuff that they be talking about, like, if it's not threatening to whatever, even then, I'm not gonna lie, it's not my problem. It's a lot of people that get beat on in this world. This is probably a wild topic, but for me to pinpoint that person that they're getting beat on, or they're beating on somebody, when there's probably people in my vicinity and around me, it just like, you just realize, you get to a point where you realize that social media stuff is fake. Like, it's just a fake layer. Like, all of it is so fake. Nothing about it is really real. Because at the end of the day, anything can be edited, anything can be twisted, anything can look a certain way on that app. It's literally people's thoughts and imaginations and social opinions all gathered in the space. It's not real. It's not real life. If you walk around, you see somebody, you're not gonna think they're getting beat on. But they can put all their business on social media. Hot take, you know what I'm saying? Hot take. I ain't gonna lie, that water is ice cold, but it feels amazing on the skin. I wonder if I'm glowing. But yeah, man. Just getting on here to talk and like stuff I believe in, stuff that I woke up to, you know? I feel like before you can get it all, you gotta see it all. And you have to understand that you will never really see it all. You can't. It's no way. It's not possible. I don't care what you say, who you are. You cannot see it all, but you can open your eyes to a lot more than the previous day. Guys, we got this here. It's like piercing aftercare. I had a couple of bumps on my nose. It doesn't burn. I'm just dramatic. Yeah, you're supposed to let that dry and then you go in with this oil. Hey, this stuff works wonders. It's by the same people. Use code XO for 15% off your next order. Yeah. So there you go, guys. Free promo on that. All right. Bathroom scene. Done. Scene like a movie. Yeah. All right. So yeah, my wife texted me. Ooh. Yeah. Sorry. Back to the room. All right. Still doing face care, face routine. You know, all that. So I think I can promote this because it's at Dollar Tree. Like, I got this from Dollar Tree. Real quick, real easy. I got it for my cuts because I've been cutting hair a little bit. Yes, and I just missed that one lightly. Look in the mirror. Get that nice little glow, little shine. You know what I'm saying? Sun hitting me on some stuff. Smells nice and clean, plump and glow facial mist. You know, I thought I wasn't supposed to be spraying this on my face. I've been spraying it on hair. Cause it does. It just moisturizes the hair after. Cause I'm like, bro, your hair's so dry. Like, I mean, if I'm gonna be a girl cutting hair, I might as well do it right. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little chilly, so I am gonna put a shirt on. Yeah, these are my humble beginnings. Bro, I had humble beginnings, bro. What's that like? You see this wrinkly tee? Where you think I got this from? I got it from Five Below. Just been rough sided and shit. I'm actually really blessed. I ain't gonna lie. You can say I got it made for real. I ain't gonna argue with you. What the fuck I'm supposed to struggle for? Hell, did I have some struggle? A little bit, but ain't, you know what I'm saying? I got people that love me and come through for me. And, you know what I'm saying? I'm blessed. Blessed in every essence of the word. You know what I'm saying? I want to show my vision board because, like, who would I be to say, oh, yeah, I'm vlogging before I'm a millionaire. And I don't show y'all none of the stuff I'm not going to say doing to be a millionaire, but some stuff that you might find yourself doing and turns out you going to be a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. I'm going to try to name all of them. Okay, this is your crown. This is your crown, root. If you get all of these in line, all 7 of them, you know the 7 deadly sins. You know those? Well, each of them corresponds to each of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 chakras. I ain't been here in a minute, but this like The Office or some stuff. This is where I did a lot of grinding at. I can say at the start of all this, when I really started changing, I was changing a lot. It was just some time. Like I was just coming to realizations and I was just breaking down. This might be my own personal journey, but yeah, I was having breakdowns. I'm like, I'm lost. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. I want help. I was crying for help. Crying. Literally crying for help. And you know who I found? You know who I found? I found the Lord. God himself. But I found God how he appeared to me. And God don't appear to everybody the same way. You know what I'm saying? It's different strokes for different folks. Yeah, but you know what they say. Different strokes for different folks. So, and my God is great. And my God is awesome. My God truly does move mountains. But yeah, I found God. And the rest was history. Like, I mean, I was always in that mode. But I never really went to the church. You know what I'm saying? I never really I never really read the Bible. You know what I'm saying? I had my verses that I read to go to sleep. I had my Psalms to the 23rd Psalm that I went to sleep to. Didn't even know it. Didn't know what it was. But I was just, I was a kid. It was instilled in me, so I did it. Basically, what I was saying, I got cut off. Ran out of storage. Had to go clear that. It was a whole thing. But what I was saying was before I found God, I already had a little something in me that knew that I'm something. Like, what? I'm something. I didn't know what I was, but I was something. My mother told me when I was growing up all the time, I am destined for greatness. I am destined for greatness. And it became second nature. I believed in it subconsciously, unconsciously, everywhere. I just, And for the people who don't have somebody to instill that in them, it's not easy to do it on your own. But it's not impossible. So take your time, start right now, and tell yourself, you are destined for greatness. And a song that was played around me a lot as a child is, I know I can't be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be. I'll be where I want to be. Be. Boys and girls can't choose. Yeah. Yes. And I was in love with Beethoven for at least because of that song, and I didn't even know. And I learned how to play that on my own. But that's a whole other story. But yes, one thing I live by, and I guess I was born by, I don't know. I'm nonchalant. A little bit. You wouldn't think that right here, but yeah, a little bit. Yeah. And I came with this. Well, somebody had to tell me. I don't know actually, but it was easy to understand. If I can't control something, let it go. Everything happens for a reason. And honestly, those two things, that was stuff I knew on my own since an early age, a real early age. And I feel like after you learn and understand those things for real, like really, like after you live by those, the outside world really cannot piss you off. It can't. And I knew that. But I still find myself getting pissed off at some things, but not a lot of things. And I've been told it used to confuse and sort of piss people off the way I didn't react to certain things. Somebody told me straight in my face, I used to envy the way you didn't give a fuck. And I care so much, and you just don't give a fuck. To my face. I was a little skeptical, but it came from a good place, because, you know what I'm saying? It sounded like, still questioning a little bit, but I was able to see. It did not come from a good place, but that place has been ridded of. And this book, yes, it's Inner Excellence by Jim Murphy. Some people call it the AJ Brown book. I mean, go Eagles, you know what I'm saying? Ah! You know what I'm saying? Ah! You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they call it the Jim Murphy book. But yes, my mother did get this book for me because she saw AJ Brown reading it on the sidelines. Yes, that is the origin of why she got it. But I did not know that, and she just got me a book and told me, you're gonna read this. And I said, I don't want to read no damn book, bro. Like, come on, bro. I don't want to read that, bro. Move around. And she was like, I'm getting it for you. You're gonna read it. And I was like, and then one day I think I was having a bad day or something, and I was just like, something telling me go read this book. So I picked that book up and I read it. And it had a lot of things I already knew in there. But when it has stuff that you already know, it's not really annoying, but it's stuff I already believe in. It's just like confirmation. So that felt good. It felt like, okay, I feel welcome here. I feel connected here, so I'm gonna keep going. Then it started to teach me stuff. And it started to teach me the importance of what I was already believing in and saying, and how to really harness it for the better. Train your mind for extraordinary performance in the best possible life. And it makes you think. If you pick up a book and you're not thinking, it's not for you. Or maybe you just have fun. But, you know, this made me think. And it brought me to a lot of places. I used to play basketball or some shit. I ain't saying too much though, but I don't play basketball no more. Could I have went to school? Hell yeah, but like, yeah, it made me think about what I was doing in life and who I was doing it for, and where I wanted to see myself when it's all said and done. And I've always had a curious mind. I've always been a genius. Not a smart ass, not a smart aleck. Most of my life. But getting to the end, I might have been a smart ass when I was like in third grade. You know how in third graders people, and they think they know everything. They get the gifted program and all that. You know, they the smartest shit around. You know that. You know that. But after that, and I was curious. I was a curious child. I always asked questions. Because truth is, just because you tell me something is the way it is, doesn't mean I have to believe you at all, really. And I think that's what being a genius is. Being a genius is not knowing it all, but it is the all wanting to know. You know what I'm saying? Because there's no such thing as a genius is not a one owning title. It's not like a GOAT, like a greatest of all time. Even when you say greatest of all time, there's multiple GOATs. It's multiple categories. But genius is I guess it's a noun, but the way I say it is in the tense of a verb. Tense, whatever. It's a verb. To be a genius is to continuously want to learn and grow. Ultimate curiosity. So live your life like a genius, bro. Keep wanting to know more. Be a nerd. Okay, I'm gonna tell you the main thing it made me think about was the life you're living now. Who are you living it for? Are you living it for you, for other people? I realized I was living my life for other people. It's my life. When am I gonna take it? When am I gonna have it? When am I gonna be able to live my life? I'm only 19, but you get to a point, and that's what a lot of people find out at college. Like, who is you really living for? 20s, they say 20s is the best time to learn that. 20, some people don't realize, some people don't learn that until they get to like 30, 40, bro. They just living to live. Actually, I'd rather live to live than to live for somebody that I don't even know. Once you find out that God gave you a purpose. Yeah, everybody got a purpose. In life, everybody has wants and desires. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. Those wants and desires is probably yours, and giving you a soul contract and all that other stuff. God gonna get you there at the end. After you find God, you find a new way of thinking. At the end of the day, all of it's connected. Those wants and desires that you have after you meet God might not look like the same wants and desires that you had before God, but it's still gonna be you. You still chasing you. People be saying like, I mean, when I came, I surrendered, of course. But when I was first posed with surrender, I'm like, bruh, like, I want my life. Like, that sounds crazy. It sounds like I'm giving my life to God. But honestly, you just giving it to all state. You putting it in good hands. You insured. God insures your life. That's a banger. You see differently. You get nasty stuff up off here. But at the end of the day, you still you. And God gonna look at you and you're gonna be like, God gonna look at you and he gonna say, well, I don't know what he gonna say. Not even, it's a whole bunch of stuff I can talk about that for hours, but God gonna sit you down and gonna look you up and motherfucking down. Like, do you know who you are? You want minds. Do you know who you are? Do you? Do you really? Are you living by who you are? Are you? Are you really? I made you to be. You know what I'm saying? Why are you showing up in this world as that when I made you to be this? Biggest, I don't care what nobody say. I don't give a fuck if you did sell your soul. I don't care what nobody say. The biggest sin you can do in this life is not living to your potential. Not the potential of this world, to the potential of your soul. What God gifted to you. If you can sit there and know you got a gift and ignore it, you're sinning. You're sinning. That's a sin. And that's the only sin I really believe in. Because if you think about it, who really made these sins of this world? You can't cuss. Who said that? Who said that? I don't give a fuck. Okay, yeah, it's a little disrespectful to go up there and say a whole bunch of cuss words in front of your grandma, but who really said you can't cuss? Somebody who really had control over you? Because you said a couple cuss words. Don't you got freedom of speech? Honestly, I gotta say welcome to my TED Talk at this point. I'm just yapping. But I wanted to show you. Okay, hold on. I gotta chillax. I'm trying to tell y'all how I got here to be a millionaire. But it's so much to it. I did so much. Damn. This book, yeah, this is no cheat code how to be a millionaire. That's how I did it. And no, it's not about all the accolades, and that's another thing. When you die, what do you have? You got this, not your brain, not your body, not your looks, not how you look in this life, not how you talk in this life, not how you sound. You don't have none of that. When you die, you know what you have? You have your soul. You wanna know what happens when you sell your soul? It might not even look like you selling your soul for real, bro. It might not. When you sell your soul, when you follow into the real enemy's plans and all that, you turn into a spectator in your own body. You turn into a soul observing what your body's doing. You still trapped here. That's the crazy part. You think you sold your soul eternally or whatever. No, you just sold your body and your vessel. You cannot sell your soul. It's the only thing you own. It's the only thing you completely own. That is yours. You can sell your body. You can sell your vessel. It can appear like you are someone else is in here, because it truly might be someone else in there. But at the end of the day, if your soul is converted to this vessel for this lifetime, it's that you can invite somebody in. It's that you are still in there. You still watch all that shit go down. And that's just what come out, man. That's just what come out. But y'all, look at my what's it called? Sorry, I say fuck y'all. My fault. I ain't gonna keep apologizing though. It's mirrored. Because I'm gonna show y'all this. So let's get into it actually. So yes, here, alright. Here is my we're gonna say vision board, but this is like everything I wanna do. It's a plane here for traveling. The plane's looking a little sketchy right now. This is Monday, November 17th. No, this is a BMW X6. I don't know if it's an X6M or competition, but yeah, I want a BMW X6. Fuck a AMG. And here's passports, because you know, international travel and things. And there's a lot of gray and brown here, so I made this. Yeah, I made this one. And this is like a high-rise or penthouse view, you know, city overlooks. I love nature though. I wish it was some more green in this. You can't even see it. It's like a hydroponics farm. I want that so bad. I want a hydroponics garden plot, bro. And they got koi fish at the bottom. I don't really know how to. I heard the fish like do irrigation or something. I don't even know what irrigation means, but yeah. And then here are orders and packages and stuff. Cause you know, if you don't know, I have a clothing brand, but I want that bitch to be a clothing line for real. I want it to be an ecosystem. Shout out Day Media on that. Yeah, so here is all the packages. It's overflowing. I spent a lot of time on this, and I just want y'all to appreciate that. Let's zoom in here. You see that? I erased the whole damn background to look like that. And I made this paper play. Yes, this is songwriting and studio and stuff. And the stage. Yes. So, yeah. That's the vision board. And I got it somewhere on, you know, me on my computer. I had an old one, but it really was outdated. It was stuff I didn't really live for no more. Still the same concepts, but like I had other cars on there that I really did not care for. It was just shit that looked cool and like shit that was popular. You know what I'm saying? Like a Wraith. I ain't never looked at a Wraith a day in my life. Why the fuck is a Wraith on my goddamn screen, bro? A Z12 Camaro. Yeah, I did like the Camaro, but I don't really like. I don't like the inside of it. Like I never been inside a Camaro, but the confined view and stuff, I don't like that. I don't even like how they look all the way, but the motherfucker had 6, been inside that motherfucker, drove that motherfucker. Oh! Drove that motherfucker. Yeah, all that. Most recent thing revealed to me was ask not, have not. And I don't like to ask for a lot of things. You know, like when you pray, some people pray like, oh, please, Lord, let me get this, da-da-da-da-da-da. All you doing is coming to that nigga and asking for shit. But like, what are you really asking for? What are you praying for? You pray for somebody to get through it? Okay, you know what I'm saying? You seem to pray for somebody. You seem like, Lord, please, give me money. Lord, please, where's this money at? Lord, please, why has this still not happened yet? Oh my gosh. And it's like, hey, Javi. But it's like, at what point is you gonna sit down and ask, man, why, really, let's think about it. Why do I not have this stuff right now? Why do I not have what I want? Why am I lacking certain things? And look at what's around you. Look at what you're doing. Look at where you are. Not where you are, but where you're at mentally. Are you still blaming everyone else for stuff not happening? Are you still holding grudges on things that haven't happened? Are you still holding things against? Do you really believe in God and what He's doing for you? Do you believe that He really fuck with you? Or do you believe that, damn, He still ain't through all this and that? I done went through this, that. And look how clear the sky is. And you got those 2 planes over there. Oh my goodness. Y'all heard that? Like a car, like you thought that was gonna be like a Hellcat down the street or something. Not a Hellcat, but you know, you thought that was gonna be some sort of muscle car down the street. No, that was just somebody flying down the street. Street in question. In a blue Altima, by the way. I don't even think that's what it sound like that. Chill. But and here is Juvie Man. Hi, Juvie Man. He's so here. He look a little sad right now, like a little. That's my dog, though. I'm talking about my damn dog. Here. He handsome. Ain't you handsome? He's handsome. I know he's so handsome. Yeah, but I would say I forgot what I'm talking about, but you know, I can't forget none of that. I live by it. I learned something. When I pray to God, I pray for traits that can't nobody take away from me. You know what I'm saying? Because the enemy can put anything in your hands and your head, honestly. But what is your soul gonna be coded in? You know what I'm saying? You know how everything got code? Like ones and O's and stuff. What is your soul code and your soul concept? Because what I feel like this earth is, if we get into the earth, law of attraction, why is there a law of attraction? That's scientifically backed. There's a law of attraction that any energy that you put out into the world has to come back to you. Anything you pull towards using energy and waves has to come to you. You're gonna get a ripple effect. Any output has any input or output has the adverse. You know what I'm saying? Look it up. Just look it up. Like, really. Law of attraction is a real thing. So if you want something, ask for it. Ask not, have not. My grandma said that yesterday, and I can't be mad at ask not, have not. I asked for an iPad. Ask not, have not. Ask the universe for what you want. Ask not, have not. God created the universe, right? God is creator, right? This universe is so complex. This world is so complex. It's a lot more shit to it than what it looked like, for real. It's big. It's lot. It's grand. And you, as your little human, is not nowhere near as much. And what they show you is not nowhere near as much as this world has to offer. Yeah, I'm a little chilly, as you could probably tell. But do your research, bro. If you're gonna do anything, start with your research. Oh, another quote that was in the book. If you want more, become more. A law of attraction. You start within. If you build yourself up within and build your vessel to be able to handle more outside, like, if what you gonna do giving a 14-year-old a BMW X6? They gonna wreck the fuck out that bitch. They not capable of holding that yet. But if you give a 19-year-old who just had a birthday on October 20th, you know what I'm saying? BMW X6 who know how to drive a little bit, but gotta cherish things that they pay for. They probably gonna take better care. They gonna know what to do. They gonna, you know what I'm saying? You gotta think about that. And when you think about why you don't have certain things, or why God not giving you this, why you gonna ask for this surplus times, what you gonna do when you have it? Really? And who you gonna be when you got it? Whoever you gonna be when you get all your blessings is the person you have to be today. That's how you get your blessings. And you just gotta think like that when you think about life. You wanna come inside? Come on, come inside. And once you able to just look at life with open mind, open eyes, open arms, welcome in a lot of things, because life is filled with ups and downs, but the path to success is not a straight road. Pastor Darius from Change Church, one thing he said, look, I'll be in the church, but I be on the church. He said, sometimes God will put you on the scenic route. You want this, but you gotta see this first. And if you think about what you do and don't have, and if you linger on what you do and don't have, then you never appreciate what you got. Love yours, J. Cole. Oh, some shit. I love yours. I'm not gonna say the last thing I want to touch on, because I could touch on so much shit. We being honest. Think. Let's say you have a cup that holds a cup of water, and you asking for some gallons of water. Like, you need gallons of water. It look good, it feel good. This what you want, this what you dreaming of. You want gallons of water. You can't hold no gallons of water, bro. You can't. You want to lift 4 plates because it looks sweet as fuck in the gym, but your max is 145. You can't yet. Don't mean you never will. You just gotta trust in all the process. And sometimes it's certain things that you really cannot do yet. You probably can't see that, but there's one person who always will. So they might give you something. They could just give it to you because you asked for it. Don't mean you know how to handle it. That's like people winning the lottery. Yeah, they could win the lottery or some stuff. Some people be blessed for life, but some people blow that shit in a minute. They weren't ready for it. They're like, damn, I just gotta win another lottery. Now they strong. They just gotta win one more lottery. They're gonna do it right. Oh, you should have did it right the first time. Not even you should have did it right the first time. Not even a whole, like, nobody against that. It's like everything happened for a reason. I'm just gonna say, after you realize that everything happens for a reason, if you cannot control it, let it go. Don't take anything personally, because God can work in your eyes as the blessing and the curse. God can show up as the enemy and the help. Omnipresence has a lot of appearances. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes gotta show up as that enemy to throw you off the course he knew you couldn't be on. Not yet. Not now. I got you though. I promise you are insured. And like, after you start looking at life like that and thinking like, even if some shit happened, like, you should feel like that shit is a personal attack to you, because it might be. It might be in their eyes. But at the end of the day, it happened for a reason. Take a step back. Analyze the situation. What do you learn from it? How do you grow from it? Don't take it personal. They probably acted that way because they had a demon on them. But that demon is not on you. And know that. Know that. You know what I'm saying? Know that. I'm just speaking from the heart, man. But one thing I want you to know is that no matter who you are, who you want to be, who you say you is, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, when you die, what do you have? I'm the answer to I guess. You got your soul. I feel like this world is how I feel. I'm going to say all this stuff hypothetically. How I feel, this world is the decoding or analyzing of your soul. It's where you find out and give your soul traits. Who are you? How do you act? What do you do? If you only got your soul, it don't matter what you leave with, what you gain in here. Other than, you know, like, I think about it like this. If you could have, if you did have everything you ever wanted and dreamed of, then what would you wish for? What do you wish for? What I wish for is the strength, wisdom, courage, and optimism to show up as me every day. I ask for soul traits. That's what I wish for. That's what I asked for. But then I took on another level. I'm like, ask not, have not. So now, I'm asking the universe. I'm asking God. I want all this shit. Why don't I deserve it? Tell me, show me why I don't deserve it, and I'm going to fix it. Right there, right there. Man, I wish I wasn't so chilly outside, bro. It look good out here. Oh, look. Oh, it's a little cold. I think I'm going to go to the park and read my book. That's how I'm feeling today. In my SpongeBob jammies. Never gave a fuck. You want to go to the park, Juvie? I don't know. You might make this shit a little too difficult. I ain't going to lie. But yeah, that's just how I think. So, y'all tell me the way I'm thinking. And when I pop out with this video of day in the life or vlogging, now that I'm a millionaire, y'all tell me how y'all gonna start thinking. Y'all tell me. And even with this, everything happens for a reason. I can never deny that. So after you put that in your mind, you can look at life a lot differently for a lot of things. Like, it makes it so much easier. It's hard at first. I ain't gonna lie, if you switching from a constantly offended mindset where it's like, damn, why does this keep happening to me? Why is it me? Why is it me? It's gonna be so hard. But after you pick it up, it's like, all right. Start taking shit on the chin a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's coming from other people. You keep getting treated bad. Don't take it as they insult. Let's take it as I don't really know. I don't really know how to let that one land for you yet, but just don't take it personal. In this book, Inner Excellence, it highlights being unoffendable. It's some more things. It highlights more than that, but unoffendable is a big one, because if you really want control of your life, which honestly, you get that control of God and you're good. You learn them three things to live by. One more become more. If you can't control it, let it go. And everything happens for a reason. You really, it comes a lot easier. Yeah. And another thing I just came up with just now, I'm not gonna lie, is I need to put this down because I need some alcohol on my lips. One thing I just realized is that I have been struggling in this time period, and where I'm at now, and what I've been going through. Hey, when I come back from the vlog, I'm gonna have a full tube. I promise you. I promise you, bro. One thing I realized, in this time period I was experiencing so much at once, so much stuff at once, man. It was a lot. And I started getting signs, I started getting downloads of like, hey, something's on the way, like this shit coming sooner than later, you know what I'm saying? And I couldn't even fully be excited. I was just in a funk. I felt like I ain't have myself. Damn. Full tube, part 2, man. And yeah, I feel like I didn't have myself. Kind of forgot where I was going. I feel like I didn't have myself. I couldn't really think straight. I couldn't feel nothing. I was numbing to a lot of things around me because it was just, I didn't want to feel it. But then it didn't let me feel the right things that I wanted to feel. I cut everything out, and I just went to a state of numbness, and I don't care, that I used to sort of live in. And I just found myself not being happy for a minute. Like, it was probably some months where I can say, I don't remember the last time I was happy. And one thing in this book that I just picked it up and looked at one of my little tallies. I was looking for the, how to not be offendable thing. But I found that courage is the ability to be fully present in adversity. Being fully present allows you to learn the lessons that life brings to teach you. You can gain the wisdom on how to live with passion and lead with your heart. And one thing I realized that was happening, and actually I'm ready to go pick this book up and go to the park and read it, because, man, I was a banker. In that time that I was living, if I didn't feel like myself, I wasn't present. I feel like I was spectating myself and my body. I feel like I was just watching everything happen around me, and I couldn't even remember the shit that was happening. Couldn't remember how I really felt. Couldn't remember how, if I had any feelings during anything at all. It was bad. It was really bad. I'm saying it was bad like this one just last week, but not even last week, nigga, 4 days ago. Maybe 6. Maybe 7. But man, that's bad. But yeah, man, I wasn't present. And I have been trying my hardest to really be present in my life. Like, even right now, I just want to be present. It don't matter what you got. If you can't enjoy it in the moment, it's not going to mean nothing. You had everything you wish for, everything you could ever dream of, right in front of you right now. If you had it, what would you be doing? Who would you be? Why would you be happy that you there? Why would you really be happy? Are you really gonna be happy? They say money don't bring happiness. I ain't gonna sit here and lie like it don't. There's a lot of things I could do if I had money. I'd be pretty happy with. But after that, you know what I'm saying? You're sitting with the money, you can do whatever you want. You got free will, you got free financial, you know what I'm saying? Financially free, you know what I'm saying? Then what? You don't got nobody to do it with. Okay, you like being alone. That's cool. No matter what you do alone, it don't even feel like you really doing it. That's fucked up. Are you telling me I did all this just to get here and I can't even feel nothing? That's fucked up. And that's not where I want to be, so I'm ready to go read y'all. And next vlog, unless y'all really messing with what I gotta say, I'm gonna be a millionaire, so. And I gotta give my cousin $100,000, like, who the fuck is he? He cool, but cool people. But yeah, that's just a little TED talk from me, man. Standing by my book, standing by the Lord, standing by my beliefs and my morals. It's who I am. And it's who is gonna make me to be. You know what I'm saying?